We have a potential new takeover, everyone. IMAX are following after Warner Brothers and are apparently looking for a new buyer. We need to get into why and who may win the merger this time. So, IMAX have apparently approached several entertainment companies and potential buyers. Yahoo Finance report that reasons behind this move is motivated by growing momentum and continued growth for premium theatrical formats at the global box office, such as IMAX. As audiences increasingly seek premium movie-going experiences, the company have benefited from major franchise releases, specifically promoted for IMAX screens, including Avatar: Fire and Ash and Project Hail Mary. Industry data also shows that premium formats hold a larger percentage of overall North American box office revenue compared to previous years. So who could potentially be IMAX's new owner? Well, there's only speculation, but financial services analyst Alicia Reese suspects Apple, Sony, Netflix, and possibly private equity firms as the likely buyers of IMAX. Other analysts also underline the tension whether a studio buyer may compromise IMAX's neutral movie release model by favoring their own studio releases and eroding the platform's value to competitors, which is a good point. Alicia Reese states, private equity ownership avoids the platform conflict issue entirely, as it would have no competing interests. Netflix's content calendar remains thin enough that purchasing IMAX would not foreclose rival studio access to the format. Other potential buyers have been speculated by benchmark equity research analyst Mike Hickey, who lists Sony, Apple, Amazon, Disney, Comcast, NBC Universal, and Sphere Entertainment, given its focus on immersive entertainment experiences. He also speculates sovereign wealth funds internationally. To me, all these companies are completely viable to own IMAX, but out of the ones listed, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple, Sony, and Amazon especially throw in a strong bid for the acquisition. I don't have any data behind this thought, but it's just a feeling purely based on their brand positioning. I do think that the point raised earlier about the conflict between a studio ownership and IMAX's neutral release model is one to not overlook. This may actually be a deterrent for IMAX to consider a specific studio. There aren't too many films I've actually seen in IMAX theaters, but I do see myself increasingly going to IMAX screens in the future, and especially this year. Some films that I especially do want to see in IMAX is Digger, of course, Tom Cruise's new film, Dune 3, and possibly The Odyssey. As of right now, IMAX have not released an official public statement towards these sale discussions, but it will be interesting to see how this develops and which industry players have set their eyes to own IMAX. Will it be as vicious as the Paramount Warner Bros. Merger? I'll be sure to keep you updated. Speaking of that merger, Paramount have summoned a new legal defense team that consists of the likes of Jeffrey Kessler. Jeffrey Kessler is a big name antitrust lawyer that's been known to take on antitrust work and won pivotal competition cases against the NCAA and Live Nation. Paramount doesn't expect any legal challenges from the Justice Department, state prosecutors, or foreign regulators. Although if they did, it's expected that Jeffrey Kessler would lead Paramount's defense. I'm not too sure why it was necessary, why this particular story was reported on, but I can only imagine that it's a scare tactic to anyone else other than Paramount's own subscribers who plan on filing any more legal disputes against Paramount. Last but not least, Seth Rogen has something to say about AI. At the Cannes Film Festival, Seth Rogen was quoted saying that anybody who uses AI to write their stories or scripts shouldn't be a writer. He says, I don't understand what it's supposed to do. Every time I see a video on Instagram that's like, Hollywood is cooked, what follows is the most stupid dog I've never seen in my life. And if your instinct is to use AI and not to go through that process, you shouldn't be a writer because you're not writing. Go do something else. And if you don't want to go through the process, you shouldn't be a writer. The idea of a tool that makes me write less is not appealing to me because I like writing. In my opinion, he's not entirely wrong here. There's a lot of creativity and talent that goes into successful writing that I feel that AI won't always be able to grasp. So if the effort required isn't appealing to you, then maybe screenwriting isn't for you. Although it was a short one today, that's all I have for TWIF this week in film. Let me know what you think about IMAX and its potential new merger on our hands. Do you think any of the companies listed will be the ones to buy out IMAX, or is there someone that we haven't thought about? What do you think of Seth Rogen's comments at the Cannes Film Festival? Let me know, and I'll see you in the comments.